Report finds dumped Labor MP Fowles likely raped his former staffer at a taxpayer-funded hotel, by Mitch, Clarke. An internal Labor investigation has backed Lucy Gunner's claims that, on the balance of probabilities, she was raped by the MP. Now, Victoria Police has given an update. Police won't reopen an investigation into allegations that former Labor MP Fowles raped a former staffer, despite an internal inquiry finding it likely the rape occurred. A Labor Party investigation made the determination that, on the balance of probabilities, Mr. Fowles engaged in sexual assault, rape, and sexual harassment at a taxpayer-funded hotel on Bourke Street after a parliamentary sitting in August 2023. After the internal Labor investigation backed her claims, the alleged victim, Lucy Gunner, decided to reveal her identity in a bid to get the Parliament to take her allegations seriously and promote safer workplaces. On Monday, a Victoria Police spokeswoman said the investigation wouldn't be reopened, but said any further information will be thoroughly assessed. Miss Gunner on Monday afternoon said, "I'd encourage anyone who interacted with us that night, or who has any information relevant to the investigation, who hasn't been contacted by police yet, to come forward. It is clear that the depth of work that Victoria Police intend to undertake has been reached," she added. Mr. Fowles has always strenuously denied the allegations and on Sunday said, "I completely deny these baseless allegations and have been fully cleared by Victoria Police. Any process undertaken by the ALP is political and meaningless." The Victoria Police spokeswoman said the Sexual Crimes Squad investigation had concluded. While a rigorous and methodical investigation has been conducted into the matter, in conjunction with senior legal advice, it was determined that charges would not be laid at the time, she said. "All parties involved in this matter were advised of this decision, and we provided the appropriate support where required. As the matter is now considered closed, we will not be commenting further at this time." Ms. Gunner broke her silence in August last year. An interview with the Herald Sun says she feels ready to waive her right to anonymity after the internal Labor investigation, handed down last month, backed her claims. "I hope that by coming forward and identifying myself, that people might take my story more seriously," she said. "I still have concerns about staff safety in Parliament and politics in general. This isn't a party-specific problem. The industry has a power imbalance that people like him feed off." Miss Gunner, who is the sister of former Chief Minister of the Northern Territory Michael Gunner, alleges she was raped by Mr. Fowles in a taxpayer-funded room at the five-star Le Méridien Hotel on Bourke Street on August 2, 2023. Ms. Gunner pointed to a lack of convictions for rape allegations. "The statistics are astounding. Victoria's Sentencing Advisory Council found that over 90% of reported rapes do not lead to conviction in Victoria, and one of those failed convictions sits in Parliament voting on law," she said. The report, carried out by King's Counsel Fiona Forsyth, found that Miss Gunner never positively consented to the sexual touching or penetration. "I am satisfied on the balance of probabilities that the allegations of the complainant are substantiated, and that leads to a determination that the respondent engaged in sexual assault, rape, and sexual harassment," Ms. Forsyth said. Mr. Fowles, who was booted from Labor's parliamentary team and later resigned from the broader party, but remains the independent MP for Ringwood, refused to participate in the investigation and declined to formally respond to the report. A summary from the report, obtained by the Herald Sun, accused Mr. Fowles of resigning from the party in a bid to escape being expelled. Ms. Gunner, 41, had worked for Mr. Fowles in his electorate office and viewed him as a brother. After the 2022 state election, she worked in the Andrews government as a ministerial advisor. On the night of the alleged rape, Ms. Gunner visited Parliament to catch up with Mr. Fowles after a few of his staffers were concerned of a possible relapse into substance abuse. Miss Gunner claimed Mr. Fowles was well aware of her history with alcohol misuse and knew even a couple of drinks could be dangerous for me. The pair became drunk at a Drink Victorian event hosted in the parliamentary precinct. Then they went to Parliament's MP's only bar and continued drinking, with Miss Gunner observing Mr. Fowles was behaving belligerently and inappropriately. They continued on to a Thai restaurant before heading to the Elephant and Wheelbarrow pub in Bourke Street. As Miss Gunner walked to the train station, Mr. Fowles is accused of asking her up to his hotel room for another drink. It was there that Mr. Fowles is accused of attempting to kiss Ms. Gunner, prompting her to respond, "No, that's really not a good idea." The investigation heard Miss Gunner, who was drunk, rejected several of Mr. Fowles's advances. Her next recollection was being naked on the bed. The complainant said that she felt she said no, but he decided it was going to happen anyway. She felt that he seemed to think her opinion was irrelevant. She had known the respondent to have a strong sense of entitlement, and it seemed to her as if he felt he was entitled to have sex with her, the report stated. Ms. Gunner left the room and ordered an Uber a few blocks away at 12:38 a.m. She reported the incident to her boss, who then referred the matter to former Premier Daniel Andrews' Chief of Staff, Lissy Ratcliffe, out of concern that a criminal offence had occurred. Speaking from Darwin, where she has been living while the investigation took place, Ms. Gunner said, "It's been 20 months since I was sexually assaulted, and I am still asking myself, what is to stop this happening to someone else? Most alarming to me is that this individual has shown no accountability. This indicates that he thinks his behaviour was appropriate. Even when he quit the party to avoid discipline, it was a relief. The thought of him attending branch meetings, including young Labor events, was sickening to me.